Hi Motuli, we are live.
Hello, sir. So, hello everyone. Welcome to India Cybersecurity Solutions. Good afternoon. So, I hope you know about Indian Cybersecurity Solutions. We are the largest cybersecurity training and service provider in India. We are located in Kolkata and Bangalore since 2015. Indian Cybersecurity Solutions is an ISO 27701 and 9001 certified company and members of NASCOM, DSCI, and ICC. Our motto is like we deliver high quality security audit services, including the government and private organizations, and also we provide hands on practical training to students and make our students job ready. So today, I am Mutuli Mitra, the Corporate Alliance Manager of Indian Cybersecurity Solutions, present you a session on the topic how to install Vega Vulnerability Scanner in Kali Linux. So we have with our session in our session today, Mr. Samiran Santra, who is the CTO and co-founder of Indian Cybersecurity Solutions. So, sir will take our session today. So, hope all of you uh, participate in the sessions. You can ask any queries in the comment box below, and sir will give all your answers to the queries. So, we are about to start our session. Please join as soon as possible. So, we are going live right now. So, sir,
Yeah, thank you Motuli.
so you can start.
Yeah, okay. So hi, my name is Samiran, and I'm working as a cybersecurity analyst, and my specialized domain in web application part, web application pen test and testing. And basically, I lead that WAPT application pen test and testing team, web applications, Android, and the iOS applications pen test and testing as well as. So today I'll show you and I'll discuss about web applications vulnerability and like the VA part. So in corporate world actually, so suppose after doing like ethical hacking this course and all, ethical hacking cyber security course, so your job role will be in company like as a security analyst, and as a security analyst and the PT. So VA is the vulnerability assessment and PT is the pen test and testing. So in VA part actually, your job role will be like find out the vulnerability in that particular targeted applications, and then and the PT part is after finding out vulnerability you have to exploit that. Okay, so today we'll discuss about like VA part, vulnerability assessment part, and here I am using one tool. That tool name is Vega. Okay, and there is a question actually because Vega is not like I'll not suggest you. It's a like top most like best tool in the world. Okay, in web application pen test and testing part, web application vulnerability assessment part, because there is lots of others best tools is also available in world. Suppose I'll suggest and I'll recommend you maybe like Acquintics, Netsparker and all, but why I'll show you this Vega and why this is also important, because of this is the big advantage is the open source tool. Okay, right, this is a open source tool, so that's why I'll prefer, because like lots of company like small companies and MSME basically they don't have that much financial effort, like they can buy that license of that particular commercial tool like Netsparker and like Acquintics. So that's why they are depend on some kind of open source kind of tool, right? So here Vega is the right tool that you can use, and it is not like ORS tool obviously, but it is the there is a false positive result is there. But if you have knowledge, so you can obviously detect that part, means detect, and you can remove that part, and you get that maximum output and best result actually. And that things I'll discuss about. And so that's why the Vega tool, because of it's a great advantage, is it's a open source platform. Means it's a open source tools, and all platform actually you can use. So it's available for Linux system, it available for Windows, and it is available for Mac operating system as well as. Okay, so today I'll show you that Kali Linux, how you can use that Vega, because we all know the previous sessions also Kali Linux is a, like it's a great platform for security analyst, where you can put lots of tool already installed, that lots of tool security related tool is there. Okay, so that's why if you install Vega in the Kali Linux, so it will be great, right? So in one distro, on one platform, you get all available tools. And the previous versions Kali Linux, it's already have like it's already pre-installed with Vega, but new one, I think it's removed actually. You have to install from external sources, from their official site. You can download, and you can actually do this. Okay, yeah. In live, Motuli, am I audible and everything fine? No.
Yes, sir, you're audible.
Okay, okay,
Yes, sir.
fine,
Carry
fine.
on, please.
Okay, fine, great. So now the things is, this is the Vega official website where you can download. So this is the link, and I think after the session, I'll comment section, I'll put this all link, so it's easy for you. So you can download, visit that link, and you can download. So this is the download. This is the link where you can download. So just simply you have to download Vega, and just click. You have to click the download. Okay, and then the tool, there is a lots of platform that you want to download. So here I want to install in like Kali Linux. So I choose that Kali Linux 64-bit Intel version. So now after already I have this tool, because this is the live session and 1 hour duration. So if I download and install, it will take time. So that's why I already download this tool. So after download actually, this zip file is coming. Okay, so this is the file. Now just simple click, right click on it, and you can unzip, extract here. And after extract, so here you get that folder. Okay, so in that folder actually, this is the file that you have to run. Okay, and there is a some issue is there, means maybe you get error or something. So there is a troubleshoot that here you can check. You can that basic requirement, because if you install these things in Ubuntu and the Kali Linux is the same like as a Ubuntu distro. So then you have to install this package first. Okay, so if it is, if your Vega after download and run that file, this file, like this one, if it is not running, if it is getting error, so then you have to install this package. Okay, apt get install, and this WebKit, this one you have to install. So after install, then it will be work fine. So now simple, I have already installed in my computer, so I directly run this. Okay, so I just execute, I can execute from here also, or like the terminal also. So you have to just click, just right click and click on like open terminal. Now I am in this particular directly, my terminal is. So now here you have to run this command, sudo space quote, and then slash, and then Vega, the tool name, that file name actually, and hit the enter. And let's see, it's have a nice GUI interface is there. Okay, yeah, so password done. So it's have great interface, so and it easy to install, like easy to use actually. You can easily use. So there is a graphical, we all know graphical interface is the best things, right? So just click next, next, and you can do these things. So now next things is actually, I already told like the VA part, why vulnerability assessment, that VA part is important, because without vulnerability you cannot hack or you cannot access, right? You cannot access any particular application. So you have to find out the vulnerability first, so then you can access, and you can go further, you can exploit that. Okay, so uh, the tool actually, this is all automation tool. Okay, So if I a little bit brief about how automation tool is work actually, and obviously if you scan with the automation tool, and there is a chances to like false positive result is there, because automations tool already have some pre-installed script, means it's already have some malicious script and content, like, and all related to the vulnerabilities. Like let's say as an example, SQL injection vulnerability. So what is SQL injection vulnerability? I think you all know, like it's related to database server, and if you're getting like a database related error message, or if you successfully access the database server, so then you can say this is the SQL injection vulnerability, right? So in case of the SQL injection vulnerability, there will be the payload will be related to attack the database servers. Okay, that you can use that payload, actually you can attack or you can access the database server, right? So you have to so SQL injection, so there is a different payload. Suppose cross-site scripting, so that is related to the JavaScript. So all payload will be like as a JavaScript syntax and all. So then the payload will be different. So this automation tool all have that collection of that all parameter, all like malicious script, and now they try to attack with that particular input field. Let's say as example, there is a input field, suppose name field. Okay, suppose registration page name field, where you can give that name. Okay, so now in the name, actually now automation scanner give that malicious script. Okay, so now after inject that malicious script, now automation tool actually checking with that particular response. Suppose I'm just try to inject, like automation tool inject with that SQL injection script, and now after injecting that SQL injection script, so then if we are getting any kind of SQL related error message, so then SQL injection vulnerability is detect, right? So now the chances is that all kind of automation tool have some what kind of error, what kind of response is coming after given some kind of like already pre-installed script. So depend on response. So now the response is uh, a depend on the server, a different server, different, maybe the different response will come, or different application different response will come. So that's why there is a chances if you only choose that automation scanner, there is a false positive response is come, or maybe false positive result will be there. So that's why you have to like you can after like automation testing, you have to check with the manual also. Like now in the scanner you are checking, okay, that SQL injection vulnerabilities is detected in that particular link. So now you have to check with that, okay, that it is really work or not in like manually. Now you go visit that name parameters, name input field, and give that SQL related script, and if you are getting the error kind of thing, so then it is confirmed this is a vulnerable, otherwise it is not. Yeah. So who are watching can directly ask me any question regarding this, like the vulnerability related to the vulnerability assessment, and how web application is working, and how you can detect the vulnerability, and what is the standard for it. So you can directly ask me any questions. Okay. And I think Soham Das, hello. Yeah, Soham Das, if you have any questions, so you can let me know. So I'll try to explain that. So yeah, so let's continue. Now this is a interface actually, that Vega, after like colon and slash, and then after give that name Vega, so this interface will come. Now I have to scan, suppose I want to scan that particular website, particular link. So now there is a actually uh, there is a cyber law is there. Okay, scanner actually you cannot use in any website without the owner permissions. Suppose I try to scan any government website, or like any private website, but I don't have permissions. Okay, so then there is a maybe if your IP address is blocked, or if they check, so then they like launch a case against you. They can launch a fire against you related to cyber crime, because in the law is you without permissions you cannot run automation scanner. Manually you can do actually, like manually you can visit their site, you can manually input field, you can give the like details, so manually you can do, but using the automation scanner you cannot do it, because automation scanner is like is a collections of malicious script, and the it send lots of requests to server or that applications, and then there is a chance to crash that applications or harmful with that actually. So that's why automation scanner is totally not allowed, so without permission. So if you want to run automation scanner, so then you have to first you have to take permissions from owner side, so then you can run. So here actually I'm just using I want to scan actually one test website. So its name is test accuratics, you can search, and this is the link actually. Yeah, test, its url is testphp.vulweb.com. Okay, so this is the test website. In this website, obviously this is test website, so you can learn this. Okay, means you can run this run any kind of automation scanner as well as, so that not a issue. So now this is the link, this is the url that I want to scan, so I just copy this one. So I simple copy, and now I paste. So here I just click this new start new scan, so I just click on this button, and now here two option is there: start a base url, here you can give that url, or if you have like lots of url is there, so you can select a particular scope. Okay, and suppose in particular url that you want to suppose scan this particular link, not this link, so you can make a scope, and then you can according to that scope actually you can scan. So now my target is I want to scan whole url actually, that whole applications. So I paste here that url. Yeah, it's fine. So now there I just click on simple next one. Okay, so now this is the important, here you can see if I expand there is a two modules is there, a injection module and response module, and actually here you can customize this. And why this customization is needed? Because of company requirement. Okay, suppose let's say example, is there like fun purpose or like education purpose, if you want to scan any website, so then you can scan with everything, like all payload you can use, all injection module you can use. But let's see if you want to do like some professional work or like vapt, and the company with the company requirement, so then you have to listen to company's exact requirement, because there is some restriction is there. So you cannot use specific malicious you cannot like harmful, or your activity will be limited actually, so you cannot inject with malicious script that client don't want to do actually. So suppose there is a requirement, so like if client tell you like in the scope that mention like we don't want to scan some malicious payload like cell kind of things, or like the sql related things. So now you can check and uncheck this, and suppose if client or like if some application give you the target that you have to find only sql related vulnerability, so then others module actually you can uncheck, and that particular module you can check. So depend on your requirement, depend on the client requirement, you can customize these all modules. Okay, I think is it clear for everyone, right? So this is the options actually. So you can customize these things. Okay, so now this is all the injection name actually. I think who already know this kind of vulnerability, what is vulnerability and what kind name of different type of vulnerabilities. I think you all of you know like xss, local cross domains policy, XML injection. So this is all injection related vulnerability, so where you can check and uncheck depend on company's scope. So now there is a response also. So I already told, like the automation tool actually detect the vulnerability depend on after injecting applications response. So what kind of response is basically uh, is reflect, so depend on that actually. So tool give you the best output. Okay, so that's why this is the all the response, like error page related, path disclosure. So as per, you can check uncheck depend on your requirement, so you can do. So now I just click on like next one. So here, and this is most another important things for web applications. uh, so in the web application there is a two kind of pages is available. So in the web application we all know, like it's a collection of pages, right? So we just visit that page and we can access, and there is a functionality is there in that page. So in like web applications, so there is a two kind of pages is there. One is called pre-login page, okay, and another one is called post login page. Okay, so what is pre-login page and what is post login page? If I tell you, so in the pre-login page you don't need any kind of authentications, or like any kind of like what I like any kind of like authentications, or like any kind of sessions you don't need actually. So randomly, like directly you can visit that page. Suppose, let's say as example, there is a website like http colon double slash abc.com slash contact us page. Okay, so we all know, like contact us anyone can visit, or like if you directly click on this link, you can get that contact us page, all content details, right? So all content details you can access. So this is called the pre-login page. So without any kind of authentication you can directly access this page, right? So that's why this is called pre-login page. So means without authentication, without any kind of user id password, you can access this particular page. Okay, so let's see, like you can correlate this with the facebook.com. Suppose your Facebook is not by default, like if you directly open that facebook.com in your browser. Okay, so let's see, like if I type like facebook.com here. Okay, and let's see, like this page, that login page is coming, right now. So means this is the pre-login page, so without user id and password I can access. So now if I click on like this all like sign up, okay, messenger messenger, this watch. So this if I click, so you can see that I can access that sign up page, right? So this is without authentication I can easily access this kind of all pages. So that's why it is a basically pre-login page. So now what is a post login page? So in the post login page where you need proper authentications. Okay, so without user id and password you cannot access the content of that particular page. So let's say as example, suppose there is a page like http colon double slash avc.com slash admin and slash suppose the dashboard.php. Suppose this page is there. So now if you want to directly access this dashboard.php, so then you cannot access. So maybe it will be redirected to login page, or I'll give you the message just login and then you can only access this page. So why this kind of things you cannot directly access this dashboard page content? Because this page in the post login page means where you need authentication. So if you have like admin authentication, so then only you can access that kind of this page like dashboard.php page, otherwise you cannot access. So now suppose there is like more than 100 post login pages is there, like this kind, like dashboard or pages, like more than 100 pages is there. So for 100 times page, suppose if you want to access that all post login page like 100 pages, so then you have to log in like 100 times, right? but it is so like bad things and you cannot visit them. Like if you want to access that 100 pages and if you want to log in 100 times, so it will, you feel irritated, so you cannot next time you cannot visit website. So that's why there is a actually that functionality is there, that is called like session. Okay, so what is session? So first time, one time you have to give your credentials like user id and password, and if it is a valid password, valid user id and password, then there is a once id is generated in client side and in the server side. So in the both way, client side and the server side, the id is generated. So now if this id is available, now without user id and password actually you can access that post login page also. Okay, and this id is basically stored in client side in the cookies actually. So cookies is a container, so not only session id, in the cookies you can store, like developer can store lot of things, so is a session id also they can store in the cookies. So means if you have session id, okay, and if you have the valid cookies that collect with that collections of with that particular session id, so then you don't have logins, you don't need required to like give the user id and password. So without user id password actually you can access that page. So now the things is, so here suppose in this website if you have like some post login page, so then scanner will not detect. So that's why you can add that login page cookies value. Okay, so now without actually authentications without your user id and password, scanner can visit that post login page and can detect the vulnerability. Okay, that's why this pop-up is coming for you can set the cookies value where maybe it's have the session id, so then they can means scanner can access that post login page as well as. Okay, so now I just skip this part because I don't want to give that credential, so I just normal click on finish, and let's see that it is started scanning. Here this is the dashboard in the right side, here you can see, and this is the website structures actually that related to all the domain and subdomain in the outgoing traffic and incoming traffic. So this is all actually here you can see, and this is the dashboard that it's detect that 4.7% scan is done. So here you can check that things, and in the left side that scan alert, here you can check if you expand this, so that the domain name here you are getting, and if you expand so the here is the collections of actually the vulnerability with the priority. Okay, so how its effect depend on that, it's a high medium low info. Okay, so this category is there and it will detect. So and you have to wait like few minutes because of like it will take time, scanner will take time because it sent malicious script to like that particular file, and depend on that actually you'll depend on a response, he will give you the output that what kind of vulnerabilities in that particular page. So that's why you have to wait for few moments, so then you get the exact result, exact output actually. Okay, so just I'm
Yes,
just
sir. Interrupting you, sir, over here. So, anyone is having any queries, so you can drop your comments in the comment box. You can write your queries actually.
yeah.
Okay, so sir will answer all your queries. So, please put down your question in the comment box.
Yeah, please. I love to answer actually because I want to talk, but there is no question. Yeah, Soham and who are watching can directly ask me question. And like this video is available after the like after these live sessions also you get that recorded video. After like see this video, and if you have in your mind if you have any question, please let me know or like type in comment box, so our team will reply on that and will means help you that, so you can ask any questions. So no question till now, right? Okay, So I have to just wait for like few moments because it's done already like 27.6% is the done, and it's showing actually 22 vulnerabilities, high vulnerabilities found. Okay, so I'll discuss this with the result. So before that, I'm just waiting. Okay, and in meanwhile, if any questions, please let me know. Automated vulnerability scanner reports false positive at 85%. Akash, uh, this, yeah, so not 85% actually, I'll tell you, depend on the scan, what kind of
He's
scanner.
asking, sir,
Yeah, yeah,
like Akash, is it true that
yeah,
what he said?
yeah, right. So it is not exactly to like not 85% because I believe, because I use lots of scanner and I tally with that manually at the automation scanner. So yeah, there is a chances is for false positive result. I will give you the marks like 60% or like 55% actually scanner detect. And actually this is not like exact scorecard because of depend on scanner. Like if you, and you can tally with that scanner. Suppose if you use like Aquintics or Netsperker, and if you compare that result with the Vega, so then there is a like huge gap. You can check because that Aquintics and Netsperker, they are using lots of technique like AI kind of technique, and the response they try to more purify that result depend on the response. So they try to like remove that false positive part. But obviously it is not human, it is a scanner, it is a tool actually. So there is no 100% you cannot get accurate result, but not 85%. I'll means give you like 50, 55, 60% scanner give the like false positive result. Yeah, Akash, any questions, please let me know others. Yeah, I am waiting. So it almost like 96% done.
So, anyone else with any questions? Like Akash?
And after like see the recorded video also, like if in your mind if have any question, please let me know. Okay.
Akash is writing, sir. I am
Okay.
using Nessus. Is it good, sir?
Yeah,
He's asking.
this is very good questions actually. I want to reply. So the thing is, in Akash, the tool is basically depend on what kind of activity you are doing. Okay, so suppose then you have to choose the specific tool. So why Nessus is a very good tool. And if you check like all company like MNC to like top level like the low level, all companies, all cyber security companies use this Nessus tool. But where you have to learn where you can use Nessus and where you can use Vega, where you can use actually Aquintics and other tools. So Nessus vulnerabilities is only detect, and it's all the payload, malicious payload is related to the device. Okay, so suppose let's say as example, you are in like office network, you are in same network, and network pen test and testing you want to do, means you want to check vulnerability in the devices. Okay, so then Nessus is a very good tool because Nessus have that kind of that devices, that kind of payload actually, and it's up to date with the common CVE and common vulnerability exposure CVE details with that. So Nessus tools is basically best for if you want to check vulnerability in devices. Okay, so like Windows operating system is running, you want to check. Suppose your laptop is connected with the network, and the network vulnerability you want to check, so that part. And suppose the SSL related vulnerabilities, suppose you are in network and you want to check that SSL kind of encryption, what kind of encryption is used basically in that application. So that case actually Nessus is the best tools. But Nessus is not best tool for web applications. Okay, so because web applications have different like behavior is there. So web applications have like input parameters. So using input parameter, you have to detect the vulnerability. In so that case, actually, Aquatics, Netsperker, and Vega, that this one actually, it's a better tool, okay, than the Nessus, because these all tool have the collection of payload that is related to website. So Nessus, where you can use, and what where, like where place it will be better actually. So in case of device vulnerabilities, okay, so if you want to detect the vulnerability in devices, okay, so then the Nessus is the best things. And if you want to use, if you want to scan the web application, so then the Aquatics, Netsperker, Vega, Nikto, this kind of tool actually you can use. So this is all the web application vulnerability scanner. Okay, I think Akash, is it clear for you? Just text me, or if you have other question, please let me know also. Akash, is it clear? Okay, so now here the scan is finished actually, scan is done, and here I get that summary. What summary I get? Like 20 total high vulnerability, I get that. Thank you, sir. Okay, so if you have others queries, please let me know. And maybe this time not lots of viewer is not watching, but if you ask me questions, so then I'll reply on that. Maybe others viewers also get the response, means your exact response, okay, in that particular questions. Maybe that viewer also same question, so you can ask me anything. So yeah, so this is the summary actually. Here you can see that high level vulnerability 25, okay, and a medium 6 vulnerability is found, low 2 found, and info 8 found. Now if I discuss like one by one, so first is a high clear text password over HTTP. So this is the not false positive result. Why not false positive result? So I can easily check. So yeah, this is not HTTP website, okay. And so if anyone the transmissions of the data between like client and server, so that will not is a encrypted format, okay. So this is the plain text format. So if anyone snip the data, so then anyone can easily get the details. So so how, like if I little bit explain more, so there is a questions actually, like, is HTTP website is secure, or HTTP is vulnerable? So maybe there is a lots of viewer have this type of questions, like, because S is stand for secure, and browsers also, if you like, if you visit HTTP is website, like anything, like if you visit like Indian cybersecurity solutions, like so HTTPS, and here you can see that it's showing connection is secure. So means is it like 100% secure, or if suppose there is a HTTP side, means if it is vulnerable. So and is for secure, right? So what is it? So this is not exact meaning of HTTPS means secure, no one can hack your like website, okay. So this is not the exact answers, okay, and exact fact actually. So HTTP websites also maybe got compromised. So let's see, like I'll show you one Pakistan websites, okay, that is a HTTP websites, okay, and I'll bypass you. I'll show you how we can bypass, okay. So if I visit this site, okay, just a minute, yeah. So this is the HTTPS website. Here you can see, just a minute, yeah. Here you can see this is the HTTP website, connection is secure, and this is the admin login page right now. So maybe lots of viewer have these questions, like, it is secure, no one can hack, right? So this is so wrong. I'll prove you. Like in the email ID and password, I don't have any kind of user ID and password. So in this field actually, I just type, okay, this cheat sheet like x or x equal to x, and it's already validation is there. So that's why I just type @gmail.com. You can type anything like ghgh.com, anything, because there is a validations at the rate should be mandatory. So that's why I just type this. So I just type like x or x equal to x. So why this? Because this is a SQL injection vulnerability. So maybe others sessions, other another day actually I will explain this in more depth way, like what is it, what is SQL injection vulnerability. I just keep that part. So I just give this email in the email ID and password and click on login button, and let's see, I have successfully logged in, right, without credentials and password. It is redirected admin slash admin slash index.php, and here I have successfully logged in. I can see all the user details and I can do anything right now. So this is also HTTPS website. So how, then what is the difference, right? So HTTPS give you the security, but where the it's a uh, the transmissions of data. Okay, so where is it? So if I explain, sir, I think website just secure website only SSL certificate, right? Exactly. So I that things I'll try to explain you, like how it's work actually. So the things is, if you give any request from your browser, okay, so like I want to visit like abc.com, okay, so now what we do, we in the browser address bar we give that. So browser, it's called actually the client, okay, so it's a client. From browser I give the request. Now there is a router, because I'm connected. Here you can see that I am connected with one router, that Sammy's iPhone, right? So if I give any kind of request, give the request from my browser, so through the Sammy's iPhone it will redirect it to server, right, that abc.com. So here is a server is there.
Akash is asking something
Mhm.
like, sir, is SQL injection right for database loops?
Right, exactly that one. The client and server is there. So the things is, if http abc.com is a http website, and suppose in this router have lots of other devices also connected, when suppose 100 user is connected, and let's say as example you are in free wi-fi, okay, so in our area the government provides us free wi-fi, right? So now suppose you are connected in free wi-fi, and suppose now give anyone capture the data, just manipulate that routers, okay, so now he can capture all the traffic. Okay, so now suppose you are connected and you type abc.com, and suppose abc.com login page, and give the credential like user id and password. So now he can easily capture your abc.com user id and password. Okay, for if the abc.com is http. Now if it is https actually, so that's why this problem is big. So no, if anyone like connected in wi-fi, so others attackers can easily capture their data. So that's why https is introduced, and then there is a ssl based certificate is there, and it is installed in browser and server side. So in the middle, in routers, this is called like mitm attack. So in the middle, if anyone try to sniff the data, so they cannot get it, because that is a data that transmitted with that encrypted format. Okay, so no one can capture that. So now if your website is http, so the plain text, the communication between browser and server in plain text, and so in the middle, in the router, anyone can sniff your data and can get the your informations. So that's why
Yeah, Akash is
https is
asking,
there.
sir. Fake station, he's asking.
Yeah, fake access point you can create. Yeah, so there is another things, but the level of, like, if you are using tls kind of like latest version tls, so then you cannot get, suppose you make a like fake access point, but the if that website using latest versions kind of tls, so you cannot get that particular data, because there is a encryption is there. But you can obviously create the fake access point and fake stations also, fake router also you can create. So that's why this is a vulnerability. So they are not using the https, so that's why any in the middle anyone can capture that data. So this that's why this is the high critical level vulnerability. And the login page is detect, obviously login page is important. Login page, they give the user id and password, so it's totally fine, means it is a vulnerable, and this is a high level vulnerability obviously, and it's a critical vulnerability. So now, yeah, so this one, and if I visit the summary, yes. So now next is the mysql error. If I check, hi, okay, yeah, my suppose mysql error detected. So now which link actually we are getting, that here you can see the request in detail, that get request list product dot php page cat equal to something. Now it's detect mysql error detected, and maybe there is a sql injection chances is there. Now this is the tool basically detect these things. So now I can actually manually check that is these tools give the right result or a right result. So now I just like visit that page like category, and in category suppose that link is category, no, list product dot php. So I visit that list product artist, where is, okay, just a minute, yeah. So posters, here you can see that list product dot php and question mark cat equal to 1. So now I try to inject with this parameter, because tool also told me like this the cat equal to is a vulnerable, and then they use this malicious script and detect this is the mysql error. So here I just add that single code and I am checking that it's getting error or not. So hit the enter. Now here I can check that mysql errors means this link is vulnerable for sql injections, right? So using this link actually we get that like database and all, right? So that's why this link is also vulnerable for sql injection. So yeah, this is not false positive, this is the right one. Okay, so the others pages also detect artist parameters, new user parameter. So this all detect this is the sql possible sql vulnerability is detect. So now this way actually you can check one by one. So this is the va part, and today's session all about like the va part, like how we can detect the vulnerability using this scanner. And I think all of you can like basic understand like this is the things actually means this way you can detect, and now you have to tally with that particular one, like is it like correct or not. Means here you get that resource, means that this is a url actually check with that. Okay, so this is all like sql injections, another 8 links is detect that this is all the vulnerability. Okay, so now you can check one by one. And in the medium also, like here you can detect their local file system, that lfi vulnerabilities is there and this particular link. So you have to inject with that lfi script, and you can inject with that one by one. So this way actually, and this is the summary. So this way you can detect the vulnerability using the vega and any websites actually. Okay, and please let me know. Yeah, Akash, is it clear for you actually? And if you have any question, please let me know. And Soham is also there. Soham, if you have any question, please let me know. Soham, Akash, I don't know others name because it's not showing in chat. So please, anyone have any questions, let me know. I'll love to reply actually.
Yes, to all the viewers, it's an open forum. You can ask any questions that you are having. You can jot down in the comment box, and we are there to reply you.
Okay, yeah. So this is the tool actually, that automation tool, and best advantage is using vega because of like it's a open source tools. Okay, so don't need any kind of license. So this is not paid commercial tool, so anyone can use for learning purpose. Anyone can use for like like small companies, they can use this kind of tool, and they can use and for study purpose, like for education purpose also you can use, and you can check this. Because if you join suppose after complete your ethical hacking course or the cyber security course, and if you want to join like mid-level company, so mid-level companies is also using this kind of like open source tools, right? So then it will be helpful for you. So yeah, so this is a good tool for open source platform, and like without any kind of commercial license, anyone can use this tool. So that's why it is basically important. So you can use, because if you use that commercial tool like Aquitex, Netsparker, yeah, for student, for study purpose, there is a lots of crack is available in internet, so you can use. But for companies actually, so there is a restriction, so they cannot use crack versions, right? So that's why student study purpose you can crack, you get that crack from internet and you can use it. But company don't use, company not using this, so company use that kind of like open source kind of tool they try to use. So that's why this tools is important actually. And these tools can learn, and you can easily check this result and output. And it is not like that's too much bad that it's a open source. Lots of people have in mindset, they have like kind of mindset that this is an open source tool, so this will not good actually. So I'll also tell you in the beginning also, I already told like, yeah, this is not best tools that is available in the world related for checking the vulnerability in web applications. So this is not best tool, great tool, but yeah, this is the best open source tools. This you can use actually. Okay. And lots of companies use this kind of open source tool because they have some like budget issue and license issue. Because if you check Aquitics license, so one license in Aquatic side, it will take like more than uh, like 10 lakh per year, right? So for small companies or like MSM mid-level company, it will actually huge for that. So that's why they try to use this kind of like open source platform, open source tool, so where they can detect the vulnerability using this kind of tool. So that's why this is also this is important. So you have to you can use this, and you can easily set up in your Kali machines. Or this Vega tool is basically available for all platform, not only the Kali you have to use, and you have to use in like Windows also. If you check let's download this link. So this is supported for all platform or possible platform like Mac operating system, Linux, Microsoft, and 32 64 bit all bit version is available. And for Microsoft actually, the Java, and this tool is basically built in Java, that backbone in Java, so that's why it's supported for all platforms. So if you need actually that Java environment, so if you have, so then you can run in any platform. Okay. So yeah, so that's why these tools actually I'll recommend you for web application pentest and testing, vulnerability assessment part. For open source best tool you can use, and you can use it. And yeah, Akash and others, please, if you have anyone have any questions, doubt, please let me know related to this. And others also, others topic, if you have, let me know. And if you want to know about others topics live sessions, that also you can mention in the comment box, so our team will connect, and then we'll make a arrange that kind of that kind of sessions. Okay, so you can mention that.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Anyone can suggest any topics regarding they want to have a session on.
Right.
Okay, so we are there to help you with that. We will be coming in live with all your suggested topics. Okay, so all of you are welcome to write in the comment box their suggested topics.
Right.
We will choose out of them and we
Okay.
will be doing a
Okay.
session
Okay.
for sure.
Right. Okay. Okay. So I think anyone have doubt, please let me know. Okay. And please. And yeah, so this is all about, and this is the tool is basically in graphical interface, GUI based, so anyone can use actually. And then there is not too much like that I can explain. So yeah, this is all. And this is the vulnerability, this is all vulnerability name. And another things actually who don't know this kind of vulnerability name and all, so first I'll suggest you go for web application pen test and testing. Okay. So we have our course also, web application pen test and testing, where you can learn the vulnerability regarding web applications. Okay, so then you gain knowledge about that kind of this kind of vulnerability, this all vulnerability. And in our sessions actually everything will show you like hands on practically how you can detect the vulnerability manually. So this is the scanner actually detect, but manually also how you can visit the link and how where you can, where is a possible way to get that kind of vulnerability. We will show you manually how you can detect. And we have lots of like vulnerability name where you can check. So like if I explain you the syllabus actually, the module in web application pen test and testing part. So just wait, I'll show you that course module actually. Hmm, yeah, so from here you
So, for
can,
anyone who are interested for a web application pen testing course, you can contact us on the given number in
right,
the website.
exactly. And this is the module actually. Here you can see that it's start with that very basic, like how HTML is working, how web application structure is there, what is client, and how it's react on that response. So it start with that very basics, and then the setup is there, and we will set up like all possible like lab, like we here you can see the all the name like dvwa bwapp web code, everything will set up so you can practice here. And another best things, using the Google Docs, how we can find out live vulnerable websites, okay, and then how we can apply. So that things also will show you. Okay, so in the live website how you can detect the vulnerability, and Bob Suite, and the manual, the Bob Suite is another most important tool actually. Okay, so why important? Because Bub Suite, using the Bub Suite, actually you can detect the vulnerability in the manual steps. Okay, and if your concern, like if you technique is find out vulnerability in manual way. Okay, so then that will be best things. Why best things? Because there is 100%, there is no false positive result if you use scanner, and then there is a chances is false positive result. But if you use a manual way, if your technique is manually, how you can detect the vulnerability and how you can exploit, so then there is no false positive result is there. So that's why. And we are tool basically we, our course is basically focus on this Bub Suite tool, and every steps and every details we will discuss in this course. And SQL injection, here you can see there is a different kind of SQL injection is there, and this all lecture is related to SQL injections like get method, post method, everything, the cross site scripting. So this is all like this is,
Akash is asking, sir,
yeah,
my burp suit is not working properly.
yeah, that
Problem in
certificate,
CA.
in certificate right now, Akas. So you have to just, I'll tell you the step, but here I cannot see your screen, because there is I cannot check your screen. So I just tell you the steps actually. Just launch that Bob Suite. Okay, uh, just you have to launch and just configure with your Firefox browser. And Firefox browser, just click on here, preference. Okay, and I think you know this part. So the certificate I'll show you. So but first configure this way, that search in network and click on settings, and now select on this manual proxy configuration. Okay, and give this localhost and port number 8080. Okay, and check this button, remember to check this one for HTTPS and FTP. Now just click on OK. Now this things is done. So now open your Bob Suite. Okay, it's starting, and please wait. Okay, so now you have to install the certificate. Why certificate? Is case of that HTTPS website. Now if we just configure that Bob Suite, is the client is there. If I check the configuration actually, so browser is there, and then router, and then server is there. So now the configuration, if I use the Bob Suite, the configuration is there, browser is there. Now Bob Suite, because through the browsers actually the Bob Suite is there, because it's connected with the same proxy, and then the it's connected to server. So now case of HTTP website, your site, it's work fine, no issue. But in case of HTTPS, so now it is in middle, so that's why you cannot see that request and you cannot capture that request in HTTPS website. So that's why you have to install that SSL certificate also. Means you have to assign this is the authorized means this is the authorized signatures actually, that application that we run in same proxy. So that's why you have to install Burp Suite CA certificate in your browser. So now browser can identify, okay, this is the same actually, means they that request will decode and you can see that things. So now after launch this, now search again in the settings, certificate. Okay, certificate. Now just click on view certificate, and before that you have to first download the certificate. So where you can get, so just open a new tab and type http colon double slash burp barp and then colon 8080, hit the enter. Now right side you get that CA certificate. Just click on that right side CA certificate and save this file and just click on OK. Okay. So now click on preference tab and just click on view certificate and just click on import. And now here you have to select that CA certificate. In my case it is installed. Okay. So that's why it's showing, in my case actually it's showing that it's already installed. If I select this, yeah, it's showing. But in your case that check button will come actually, that allow that trust for website and that application. So you just click on that check button and then your certificate will install. Now you can easily visit HTTP and HTTPS also. I think that issue will resolve actually, Akash. I think video Akash, you can check later also. Like the video is there in the YouTube, so anytime you can check. Yes, sir. I have already
Yes.
done it, but it's not working. Says some error before installing the CA. Are you using like latest version of Burp Suite? Actually, then I have to check. Otherwise, I have to check with your screen. Otherwise, I cannot get. Or you have to send that error message, exact error message. So then I can resolve that. Are you using Burp Suite latest version? Use the Burp Suite latest version and Firefox latest version also. Maybe some reasons that if you use older version, so maybe issue with that CA certificate. So maybe that will create issue. So just follow this step all and just download the latest version. Here I am using like 2 point that one and 2024.1. So it is not like latest version. So this is a older like previous versions. So but you can use try with that 2020 versions also. I think it will work fine. Yes, sir. Okay. So okay, so I think all no doubt right till now. So then yeah, so the session will record it and you get it. You get this video
Yeah,
our channel.
yes, the session will be recorded and you will get the video. Okay, and you guys, if you want some topics to be covered by us, just write down in the comment box your suggested topics. Then we can do a live session on it.
Right.
So,
Exactly.
yeah.
Okay. So yeah. Uh, so thank you.
Yeah,
I
thank you, sir. Thank you.
okay. So
So, please, all of you, stay tuned to our YouTube channel and do like and subscribe our channel to get more updates. Okay, so we will be doing live sessions twice or thrice a week. So we anyone can suggest some topics after the live. Also, you can see the recorded session and write down your comments. Okay, and we will be getting back to you with more live sessions from us. Okay, Akash has written, sir, web pen testing with live website.
sure, we'll try to arrange. Okay, Akash. Thank
Okay,
you.
Akash. Thanks for writing, and thank you so much, all of you, to join this session today.
Okay.
So we will be coming soon again. Okay. Thank you, all of you. Thank